Hey everybody, I'm Odin, and today we are checking out a game called Terra Randoma. And this is a solo, turn-based RPG with a really cool tabletop aesthetic that I just picked up on a whim recently, and I really enjoy it. It can be somewhat difficult, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. And in case you're unfamiliar with it, I figured I'd show it to you. So let's go to a new game here. And so here you choose your name, your background, and your star sign. So our name is going to be Odin. So for your background, these are going to be your classes. So I played as the Hunter before, and that's really the only class I've tried, but I put several hours in just as that class. But there's also the Gladiator here, and you can see the starting skills, as well as your starting, what I guess would be attribute points, strength, dex, and intelligence. And you'll also see down here your starting talent stones. These are going to be your special abilities. So, you can see here there's a Highlander that specializes in two-handed weapons and heavy armor. You have an exiled prince, one-handed weapons, but also ranged combat. You have your thief. That's what you would expect for a thief. One-handed weapons, swiftness, thievery. Light armor. You have a fire acrobat, a druid, a brigand, a sage, an arcanist, a tempest, an alchemist, and a chronicler. Now, just because I'm unfamiliar with everything but Hunter, I'm going to choose Hunter for my class here. And so you'll see we'll have a strength of 7, a dex of 10, and an intelligence of 6. We'll start with athletics, ranged combat, light armor, cooking, and wilderness survival. So for your star sign, this is going to give you a special bonus and a bonus item. So for example, the Minotaur here will give you +3 to your melee attack, and you'll get the bonus item, the Copper Ring of Strength. The Cat will give you +3 ranged attack, and that seems like something we probably want, and we'll also get the Bronze Ring of the Archer, which again is something we would probably want. But just to show you some of these others, you have elemental damage, poison damage, more health, more stamina, more defense, more resistances to elemental, mind, and natural damage. Luck, thievery checks. So you get one skill point, bonus skill point there, or speed. So we're going to go with the Cat to get that +3 ranged attack and this Bronze Ring of the Archer. And again, these are our starting talent stones, Eagle Eye and Rain of Arrows, and we'll see what those are all about in just a moment. So if we hit continue, now you get to choose your map and your game options. So you can choose a map type. So a landmass, which doesn't have much in the way of sea travel that will be necessary. Moderate, which has some kind of inland lakes and a little inland sea stuff going on. Fragmented, which as you can see is, well, you guessed it, fragmented. And then archipelago, which is going to be lots of sea travel. We're going to just stick with moderate here. And we're going to keep the map size as normal. And then for your game mode here, you have Wayfarer, where there's no penalty on death, and you can reload your last save without any consequences. On Hero mode, when you die, your hero wakes up at the last town they visited, and you lose 1/4 of your gold and 1/10 of your reputation and progression. And then of course there's Iron Man, where when you die, your save file is deleted on death. And you get a chance to earn a place in the Hall of Legends, which I'm assuming is some kind of leaderboard thing, but I don't really know. We're going to keep it on Wayfarer. And for difficulty, we're going to keep it on normal. Alright, so here's your little splash screen for the beginning that tells you what's going on. This is your exposition. Alright, there's an ancient horror that wakes up every 10,000 years and eats the world and then goes to sleep again. But there's hope, because an ancient tablet shows the nest of this sleeping horror. And the tablet is divided into 5 pieces, and yep, of course, those are hidden away in 5 different places. And then there's 5 Lords of the Realm, and each one knows about each piece's, well, I guess one piece's whereabouts. And they don't trust each other, and they won't trust you. So you have to earn their goodwill and collect all 5 pieces to face this entity before it fully awakens. So that's the backstory, that's what's going on. And so now it's going to create the world. And then you get yet another little splash screen here. It tells you it's a turn-based roguelike RPG. The world is procedurally generated. And what you want to do is go to taverns so you can take on quests and build your rep and also help the towns grow in prosperity. And as your reputation increases, you'll get more rewarding quests, and then as a town's prosperity rises, their facilities will level up, and new services will be available. And it tells you don't forget to use your talent stones, and that you can buy more of these at the Adventurers Guild, which is a place on the map. And then it tells you to check your journal to see how close you are to discovering the ancient secret. And don't forget to spend your lore points on a treasure map or two. Alright, so here is the tabletop aesthetic that I mentioned. It very much looks like this is a table right here, and then here's the beginning of the map. It's all divided into this grid here. This right here tells you, as it says, the danger level of the map square. So right now the danger level is as low as it can be. And there will also be other icons like this fish right here that tells you you can fish. Also, sometimes you'll see the mushroom, which means you can forage ingredients. You'll see the deer, which means there's hunting available, and then this for mining. And then this is accessed by camping, by the way, each of these resources here. Alright, so a few other things. Up here, obviously, this is the day, and this is the time of day. Down here, you've got your health, and you've got your stamina, and you've got your hunger, or your satiation, whatever you want to call it. Here's your money. I believe, yeah, this is your lore resource, and as you get more lore, you can, as it told you, get treasure maps, things like that. There's your XP. Now here's our talent stones, and we can find out exactly what these do. So notice that each one of these can be ranked up to 5, and that's what these little boxes are over here. Only one of them is yellow because it's at rank 1. So this one, Eagle Eye, says it gives you 150% ranged damage. It will cost you 20 stamina, and the cooldown is 16 turns. You can also right-click and get even more details here, and this is also how you upgrade. And it'll tell you what you get for the current rank, and what you'll get when you rank it up. And then it has these important notes here, so use in a battle and damage an enemy to gain XP for this talent stone. So in other words, the more you use a talent stone, the more easily it'll be to rank it up. Rain of Arrows over here takes 30 stamina, has a cooldown of 22 turns, and 100% of range damage, so your full range damage possibility, to an area of 3x3 squares. And if we right click, it's just going to be more of this additional information here. Over here, this is very important, especially if you're a ranged character. This is how many arrows you have, and you got to continually be buying arrows, so don't forget about that. And this is how many lockpicks you have. Right here is your sprint ability, which for 3 turns will increase your movement speed by 200%. And this right here, I believe, is just a... I think it's like a pause button, I'm not exactly sure. But anyway, here's your backpack. And when you open up your backpack, you see all your stats here. So we got our core attributes, we've got our attack, so we do 15, 15 is the rank of our melee. It means we'll do 1 to 5 damage, so it's basically rolling whenever you attack. You can get anywhere between 1 and 5. If we crit, it'll do 140% damage. Our range skill is at 22, so that's 1 to 7 damage. Crit does 155%. And we have a 6% chance to hit on these crits as well. And I believe each one of these, like, this is probably linked to intelligence. It might be, I thought. Well, yeah, well, it shows you. No, it's not exactly. Dex has, affects your crit chance, among other things. And, strength does not. Okay, so that's just Dex, so I don't think this goes, like, across with these here. Down here, we have our movement speed. We have our search rank, which affects the quality and quantity of items you can find inside the chests, and it can be improved by intelligence and thievery. There's our luck, which is improved by bravery, and this is how much you can carry. So we're carrying 16.1 out of 88 pounds or kilograms, whatever you want to call it. There's health, stamina, food again. This is how much stamina we regain per turn. This is how much food we consume per day. Here's our resistances here for elemental, mind, and nature. And this is our overall defensive score. And it tells you how to improve that. We've got health potion, we got stamina potions. The stamina potions are going to be very important. Here's some raw food. And then also, here's what we're wearing. So we have some common light armor here, a linen vest. We've got some linen boots. We've got a short sword, and even though we're a ranged character, we're going to need to use this, believe me. And there is our bow, and you can also repair and salvage these things, and you repair using the repair tools. You can also hit this to repair all and sort your stuff. You have 3 different inventory tabs. And here's the ring we start with. It gives us +4 stamina, and it increases our ranged attack +1. So we definitely want to put that on. And so we'll put that there. And, okay, so that's your backpack. Here's the character screen, which adds this stuff to the bottom. This is all the same, but these are all your skills here. And when you level up, you can use the plus sign to change these. Alchemy and cooking, here's your potion tab. This will tell you recipes you know and the materials needed over there on the right side of the screen. And then the food is the same kind of thing. These are the recipes and what you need, and if it's lit up like this, it means you can make it. Then you have your map. So this is our procedurally generated world, and here we are right now. The closest town is up here, so kind of wish it was closer, but that's okay. And here's your camp screen. Once we need to camp, we'll get to that. And then here is your journal that tells you about your reputation, treasures you have, also your faction reputations, and if you go over here to lore, once you get enough lore, you can buy these maps, which will take you to special places. Alright, so if I click here, you see we're moving along just like that. Alright, and you see the hour changes by 1 every time you move. And then we get on land, and here's our character token. We can kind of zoom in a little more. And notice that the danger is now 2 exclamation points, but if we were to camp, we might be able to forage for some food, and we can fish because we're near water. So, we're going to move around here. It's night, so it's getting dark. And you can just hold down your left mouse button and move like this, by the way. We want to get to this town so we can get a quest. And generally speaking, if you go into the forest, your danger level is going to be even higher. And if you go into these areas, it gets really high. So, oh, we've found a random event, a mysterious location, a sword in the stone. So at the side of the road, you see a stone and something stuck in it. Is this a sword? A ghostly voice whispers, "Don't worry, what's her? Do you have the courage to lay your hands upon the sword?" The voice is so intense you can't move any further. So, we can try to respond with speechcraft, and we have a very low chance of doing anything good, 17%. And then we can try to intimidate this ghost or whatever, and then that's still relatively low. I don't know what this is, and I don't want to mess with it, so I'm going to leave. Alright, now you'll notice there's an icon now that just appeared over this town. If we go to the map, this legend will tell us, oh, that's great, there's an epidemic in this town. So that is not good. Now, these change over time, but that's not something we want to see. But we're going to try to go in the town anyway and see what happens. Alright, you see the green stuff here, that's the epidemic. Town Square, epidemic alert, no potions in the shops, and goods are 200% more expensive. You can help the town by bringing cure disease or health potions. Also, there's a 27% chance that you may catch the Grim Plague if you enter the tavern. That's not good, because the tavern is where we get quests. So we're probably going to want to leave this place. You can also go and talk to the Lord to get a special quest from the Lord themselves. But if we go to the general shop, this is called the Warrior's Belt, and she says that due to the epidemic, I have no potions to sell. And if you sell cure disease, health, or lotus potions, I'll pay you worthwhile. Right, and then our reputation and speechcraft gives us 5% better prices. So we can't get potions, but we can buy food. So there's lots of food here. Food is important. However, I don't know that I want to buy any right now. I don't necessarily think it's necessary. So we're going to pass on that. If we go to weapons and tools, we might want to buy some more arrows. So it says you can buy 10 of them for 95 gold. That's really expensive. Also, if we look over here, we can see most of this stuff is going to be extremely expensive. So we're not really going to be able to afford much right now. I think 75 arrows for now is cool. Obviously, there's no potions available. If we go back to the town square, we can go to the blacksmith. And this is where you can repair equipment if you don't have repair tools. So we're going to actually leave this town. And let's probably go to this one. They actually have a good harvest going on, which is nice. And so these places here in yellow, these are places that have certain services available. Like the Alchemist Tower, I believe, will identify and sell ingredients and things like that. So that's something to keep an eye out for. But let's try to get to that other town here. And you see, oh, we are ambushed. You are surrounded by wood golems. We're going to go ahead and fight. Now, we have a 50-50 chance of avoiding the encounter, but we're just going to go for it so you can see what combat is like. Alright, so here we are on a combat map. We've got a golem right here, and we got a golem up there. There's also a body over here of a dead adventurer. And we've got this mushroom colony, which you can search for items. Usually it's going to be, obviously, food and stuff. But there's also a 20% chance a monster will pop out. So if we look at this guy, he's an oakwood golem. He's worth 90 XP. We have a 55% chance to hit him right now from range. He has 17 HP, which is not a lot. He does 1 to 6 damage, but he's only melee, range of 1. And then you see his traits and abilities. His iron hide reduces your weapon durability by 100%. I don't know if that applies to ranged, but it certainly applies to melee. He can also regenerate health. He has a 9% chance. I believe that means to be stunned, I think. I don't think it means to stun you, but I don't know. And he's immune to bleeding, but he's really weak to fire. We're going to blast him. And we missed. Now this is something I have to point out. Especially early on, it seems, your chance to hit, it's never going to be that good, and you're going to miss a lot. So anyway, we get another shot before he moves. Alright, we did 2 damage there, so he's down to 15 out of 17. Now what's going to happen is he's going to close the gap, and then we're going to use sprint so that we can gain some space between us, so we can shoot at him again. So I'm going to shoot, and we missed. Now, you can see I've got 74 stamina. I'm going to use this for 13.2. It says you are running, you move 2 times faster for 3 turns. So, we want to keep line of sight, so I don't want to go on the other side of that tree. So now I gain some ground on him. Now I gain a little more. And we shoot. Oh, we critted him for 9. He's only got 5 HP left. And I missed. Now we'll try our luck with melee, I guess. Or actually, we could run again, because our stamina is still okay. And there we are, missing everything again. Alright, let's try melee. Alright, we did 1 damage and we knocked him back, which is great. Alright, he's dead and he dropped some stuff. We have 64 arrows left. Our stamina is still decent, and I forgot to use my talents. So why don't we use Eagle Eye? And you see it took that huge chunk of stamina, but we have 150% damage if we hit him. Hopefully, I think it always hits when you use this. I hope it does anyway. Alright, so it did 6 damage. That means we rolled, what, a 2 or something? No, that's not right. I don't do math. Anyway, we can also do Rain of Arrows. But that's going to cost 30 stamina, which we don't have, so we actually can't do that. Alright, we should run. So I'm going to try to break away like this. And here we have some ingredients. These crow feathers, these can be used to craft potions, or you can sell them. And the Alchemist Tower, they'll pay more. And this is a green pear, so that's nice. That's an epic phoenix feather. Okay, so we're going to loot all. Alright. Alright, we did hit him for 5, but he regenerated 1 health, so he's down to 24. We don't have enough stamina to run, so what I can do is go into my backpack and right-click this stamina potion. And run again. And one more time. Now, if we were a little more powerful, we wouldn't necessarily have to run all the time. We could just melee attack. But we're very weak right now. I'm going to do it again. Alright, we meleeed him for 2. He attacked but missed. Let's see, he hit us for 3 that time and we missed. I'm going to run again. Ooh, we did 7 damage there. He's only got 3 HP left. And he's dead. Alright. So now we can pick those coins up. And we're going to cross the water over here at the bridge. And we're going to check this dead adventurer. And there is a ring which gives you +1 intelligence. And we don't have anything better right now, so we'll go ahead and equip that on our other hand. So that's nice. Let's see. Also, I think this is a rest, is what it is. Is that right? Yes. So you'll see, each time I press this, we're passing a turn, and we're getting a little stamina back. So you can just do this to keep resting, to get things back without using a potion. We're going to try this. Again, there's a 1 in 5 chance that a monster will pop out. And of course, with our XCOM luck, a monster popped out. So this has a 17% chance to poison you. Okay. It itself is immune to poison. It's weak to fire. It has 15 HP. We're going to put some distance between us. It's pretty fast, though. So we're not really able to get too far away. So we're going to try to melee here. Alright, now we have low stamina, pardon me, stamina, and it says when your stamina is low, you get hungry faster. Yeah, this is not great. I am going to use our last stamina potion, and then I'm going to use Evil Eye. No, I can't because we're right next to him. It says your next ranged attack, so we might still be able to use this. Yeah, there it is. And then we're going to use Rain of Arrows, which is AoE, but I don't care. And he's dead. And we got some spider eggs. Alright. Okay, so let's get out of here. Actually, it might make a little more sense if we rest just a bit. And we're going to want to eat, because our hunger is kind of climbing up there. So we could actually go to Alchemy and Cooking and make this. We have the 2 ingredients, the red fish and the lemon. So it says click on it to craft. So I left click, and there it is. And now I right click to consume. And we got health and our hunger back. And we got this buff, Steady Feet, which gives you +4 defense for 3 days, which is sweet. Alright, moving along. Alright, hopefully we can get to this town. Obviously you move more quickly when it's not raining. Uh-oh. Ambush surrounded by snakes. I really don't want to fight these guys, but we have virtually no chance of getting away. I'm going to try anyway. Okay. Success. You somehow managed to calm down these creatures. And you earn 87 XP. That's cool. Alright, so into town we go. Luckily, with a very strange spelling, there has been good harvest in the settlement. Food is really cheap, so that's awesome. So, we're going to go to the general shop first, and go to food and take advantage of these low prices. I know I have a recipe, and it tells me I have a recipe for this. And this will cost me 85 gold if I want to get that. And I do. That's a lot of gold. You know what? Maybe I don't want to do this right now. That's really expensive. I need stamina potions. And this is 100... Oh my goodness, everything is so expensive, but we really need stamina potions. Hold on, let me go to the tavern. Okay, so let's go to the tavern keeper. Now you can have a quick meal, or you can rest. Obviously resting will give you your health back. Eating will help with your health meter, obviously. So we want a quest. So there's a patron here with a quest. And it's Melodith, the depressed actress. Greetings, traveler. You seem like a capable person. I need help on one matter. What is the job? My grandmother, Melise, has been kidnapped by Tricker, the Chosen One. She's imprisoned in the crypt of the wondrous Typhoon. I need a hero to save her. What say you? Now, you can find out what the prize will be. 487 gold. Yeah, we'll do that. Now, you can try to convince her to raise the reward, but I'm just going to say art. Now, she says she marked the dungeon on our map. Alright. So, also, if you go to the Bard here, you can pay the Bard, hear a song, and get the Motivated trait. Or you could try to pickpocket him. I don't recommend that. So now we're going to go back to the general shop, and we're going to have to get this potion. Even though it's really expensive, we absolutely need it. There's also the movement speed potion, teleportation, defense potion, cure disease, and effectively restore your sanity, which is something that does come up. Okay. And by the way, these are the durability of your items, the green bar here on the bottom. So let's leave and check our map. There is the crypt, and it has 2 skulls, which means that's the difficulty out of 4. That's not great for us, because we're not very strong. But I want to go in there to show you how these things work, even though we'll probably die. It's okay. Also, you have this up here to remind you about your quests. Okay, so where is it? What's the shortest route? There really isn't a short route to it. We're going to risk going through the forest and this other place here. And I don't need to camp right now, even though it might be a good way to get food without having to pay for it. Alright, we're surrounded by giant bees. We're going to try to avoid it. And we failed, so we're going to have to fight. Alright, this one right here is armored. That's what this icon is telling us right there. That's not good. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to Eagle Eye this dude. He's only got 3 HP left, so we just killed him. Now we're going to Rain of Arrows this guy. It did 5 damage. Now, ooh, 6. And, oh, I can't believe that went as well as it did. Now here's some bushes where, again, you can find some stuff, or there will be a monster. I don't want to risk that right now. And then this is a beehive, which has a 50-50 chance, and I don't want to risk that. I just want to show you a dungeon. So let's see if we can actually do that. Alright, more towns up there. And of course we're ambushed again, but we have a high chance, relatively speaking, of getting away. And of course we failed, because the game doesn't want me to show you the dungeon in my allotted time frame. Okay. Alright, we do have a little bit of an advantage here. That was a nice crit. Yeah. Them being on the other side was really good. You can sell this to merchants. We got an arrow back. By the way, I would not recommend going into this dungeon the way I'm doing it right now. I absolutely need more arrows, but I just want to show you what dungeons are like before I end the video. So keep that in mind. There's a potion of major vitality. That's great. Gives you 75 health and 75 stamina. Alright. Alright, I'm going to need to make another meal to go ahead and eat this. And let's hopefully get to this dungeon. Alright, there we go. You stand before the entrance to a perilous dungeon. You hope your potions are enough. We don't have enough potions, first of all, and we don't have enough arrows. This is not a good idea, but again, I'm just showing you. Okay. So here's generally what a dungeon will look like. You'll start out with one tile like this, and if you hit your map, there's basically a tile of this size in all these empty spaces. This is the way back out, and as you go to the edge, you'll see the next thing. So here's a cult initiate. They have a 25% chance to conceal themselves, which will raise their defense by 20. We're going to blast him. Ooh, crit. Nice. He only has 3 HP. We're going to try to melee him. He critted us for 4. We got him for 2. He hit us for 5. And we leveled up. That's really good. So we click right here on our character. And you see you get 1 point to spend on attributes, so I'll put 1 in dexterity. And then we get 2 points to spend down here. I'm going to put 1 in ranged combat. And I think I'll put 1 in light armor for now. Alright, so let's keep exploring. Alright, there's a bookcase, 75% chance that there's loot, and 25% chance of monsters, so it'll be a monster, but we'll try it anyway. Oh, we got real lucky. Repair parts, lockpicks, and a book. This is Lost Tales of the Bored Clothier. And this will give you 25 lore points if you read it. So, if we go to our backpack, it says right-click to read this book. We just got 25 lore, and you see that 25 right there. Alright, what do we have here? A cultist harpoon thrower, ambush master, first attack is always a hit. And he's out of range, so I am going... By the way, this sometimes will be an explosive barrel, and if that were the case, I would move up and shoot it, but that's not what it is. I'm going to wait a turn. Now he should be within range, and I'm going to Eagle Eye. 12 points of damage, he's down to 1, and he's dead. We're doing much better than I thought. Alright, more repair parts. Now there's nothing else to explore here, so let's go down this way. You see this wall here, so we can't explore that way. There's a door. Whoops. Okay, I just want to move through. There we go. Alright, a cult initiate. I'm going to wait. They're down to 1 HP. Got them. And nothing else here. Let's see what's down this way. We only have 25 arrows left. Oh, no. Okay. Coral crawlers, an armored cultist harpoon thrower, a sack. Oh, man. Okay. This guy seems... You know what we can do, actually? We can use rain of arrows and hit all of them. Look at that. That's not bad. So that one's down to 6, and this one's down to 10. Let's try to shoot him. Alright, I'm going to try to eagle eye the harpoon thrower. No, because the line of sight is broken? Oh, no, because I can't, because this guy's in my way. I see. I'm going to step this way. I still can't do it because I'm engaged, I guess, in combat. Yeah, this is bad. So, I'm going to go here and drink a health potion. I'm also going to drink our stamina potion. I'm going to try to run past them. They keep getting in my way. I still can't hit this guy, so we'll just use that there. Oh man, I can't believe we killed them. Okay. Some ore to sell to merchants. A gem, same kind of thing. Ooh, some good food here. And then here we have a weapon rack with some repair parts. And a weapon rack with more repair parts. A door that leads to nowhere. Oh, we got a chest here. Alright, another book that'll give us 29 lore. So, we will right-click to read that. And the time went by the way, when we did the reading thing. Alright, nothing over there. Now, someone's coming at us. A cult initiate over there. I'm going to want to wait till they get within range. Very nice. A jar of flour and a garnet. Oh, someone else. That's another harpoon thrower. I'm going to eagle eye here. Alright, we're down to 4 arrows. That's not good. Not at all. Oh, no. Alright, we're going to use eagle eye here. No, they're out of range. So I'm going to step forward. There we go. And we did 7 and 4 for damage. It's not terrible. Ah, we are out of arrows. That is not cool. So that means we're going to have to rely on melee here. Of course, he's a ranged attacker, so he doesn't want anything to do with us. Come into melee. Alright, we got him. Now, this is a water well that will fully heal you, but again, there's a 25% chance of a monster. Hey, it worked, and there was gold, too. Oh, look at this. That same ring we have. Ooh, a wooden short bow. I wonder if that's any better. Velvet vest and another book. So, let's read the book. And let's see. So, we're currently wearing a Defense 3 vest. This is Defense 4. So we're going to swap that out. And then when it comes to the bow, we currently have a bow that does damage 5, range 5. This is damage 4, range 5, so it's not as good, sadly. But it doesn't matter, because we don't have any arrows. Alright, that's a dead end. Someone else coming at us here. One of these coral crawlers. Ooh, look at that. Oh, he was critting us. I thought we were critting him. Yeah, the red is the damage to us. That's not so good. Hey, we got 4 arrows and some insect legs. Now let's see what's over here. I don't want to use my arrows on this guy since he's relatively weak. Like I said, you got to get used to missing. Okay, he's fleeing. Another harpoon thrower. And I can't hit him from here because that bug is in the way. Now I can shoot him. Now we're out of arrows again. Oh yeah, we're in a lot of trouble here. we're in a lot of trouble. Let me use our health potion. We still have that other one. That wasn't wise the way I moved there, because then they could both attack me on the same turn, but we survived. We're doing really well here. Hey, we got a pickaxe and 1 arrow. I don't want to use that arrow. Uh-oh, we're bleeding. Alright, we're good. I don't think the bleed is there anymore. Alright, there's an explosive barrel, and we have 1 arrow. But I can't shoot because this guy's in the way. Yeah, I can't shoot it because he's in the way. This next one's in the way. Fishing bait. Broken boots! Oh, man. Right click to do... Oh, can't repair because enemies are around. Alright, that explosion, I guess, only affects adjacent tiles. Yeah, only adjacent. He got us with it. Alright, I'm going to use this vitality potion. There we go. Hey, a gold spoon. Prosperous towns will pay better prices. Okay. So, I want to repair. So the durability is currently at 4. I have 15 repair parts. There we go. Let's use another one just to get that a little higher up. Also, look at our sword. This thing has got nothing going on. So I have to use basically almost everything here. But that's alright. Alright, plus 8 health. I like that. Instead of the intelligence one for right now, I think. Let's swap that out. Ooh, 32 gold. Alright. So we haven't found the boss yet, but there can only be one place. This is all blocked off, so they gotta be down here. Wish we had some arrows. This is just a cult initiate. What did he just do? Oh, I think he did stealth. There we go. Yep. There's the boss. He's a cult initiate champion. 100% stats. He never runs away, and he has the stealth ability as well. Okay, I want to stay right where I am. So I only have to fight one at a time here. I'm not moving. Oh, he has so much health. This is not good. Oh, we got him down to 6. Oh, he's dead. We leveled up. I'm going to put a point into Dex and ranged and light armor again. Unfortunately, when you level up, it doesn't give you your health back. But we can eat something. That'll only give us 1 health. Gives you 2. That's not great. Ah, man, I was hoping for just a little more than that. Health 3. Alright, why not? That's something. That bow's not that great. That's the same stats as the vest we picked up. Come on, we can do this. We can do this. Oh, no. He's got 5. I've got 9 HP. Oh, man, we did it. I can't believe it. Look at this. Look at this. Health plus 9, luck plus 1, strength 1, melee 3, health 8, stamina 4, copper compass, things to sell. And then here's the person we were sent to rescue. And then here's a quick way out. Are you sure you want to leave the dungeon? Yes, I want to leave. Oh, man. Wow. So now, obviously, we have to go back to this town to return this person. We may not make it. I'm going to try just to see if we can wrap the video on a good note. Maybe if we go around this way. I mean, honestly, I could stop here and rest to get my health back. There we go. Let's have a quick meal too, just so everything fills up. And I would obviously do more here if I wasn't... Oh. Traveling food vendor? Yeah, that would be nice, but I just want to turn the quest in. Also, if you try to move onto the water, you have to rent a boat is what happens, and it'll cost you 10 gold per square. And you don't have to go anywhere to get the boat, that's just what happens as you enter the water. Oh, of course. Let's try to avoid it. Hey, we avoided it. And we made it back. So we go to the tavern, go to the quest. Thank you, here's your reward. Town prosperity went up by 14, that is awesome. Alright, so this is where we're going to end this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if this looks like a game that you'd be interested in, I highly recommend it. So, thank you for hanging out, I appreciate that very much. Please hit like and subscribe if you liked this video. And I'll see you all next time.